Are you sitting comfortably? Then we'll begin.
Hey, fellow babies, and welcome to the most fun you can have, well, outside of masturbating with your feet in a bowl of grits and gravy, that is. It's Pubchat.
Never tried that.
It seriously enhances the moment. I'll just say that and leave it there for you all to figure. How's it going?
I'm gonna take your word for that one. You know what, mate? I am really having trouble because I'm fighting off like real dark depression at this moment in time. You know, with life and the world and everything. It's just getting a bit too much.
Oh, that's not good.
No, but nobody wanted to hear about that. So, well, hey,
just hoist the glass higher and ingest the liquids quicker.
Yeah, that's unfortunately it helps momentarily, but it doesn't help in the long run.
Yeah. It's like Pepto-Bismol, you know.
Yeah.
It helps momentarily, but it's not really fighting the root of the problem, is it?
No. Oh, dear God.
So yeah, I mean,
actually, while we're on the subject, I'd never ask you. How are you?
Decent. Still confabulated in life to the umpth degree with this. Should be moving now, but probably moving in a few weeks, and half our life is packed. And I mean, the other day I had to, I was like, I wanted to make a home baked mac and cheese, and I packed the damn baked dishes and stuff. So we ended up going to the store to buy another one because I couldn't figure it out. Right? I did go to the thrift store and buy one for $2.50 or whatever. Right? You know, just a Pyrex thing. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you got an extra one.
Yeah. So, you know, it's things like that are starting to get annoying, but I'm still very much trying to hold out for that townhouse complex that Felix truly wants us to move to. So sadly,
what Mar-a-Lago?
Yeah, exactly. I put it on offer, but yeah. Well, can you imagine if there was a new owner to Mar-a-Lago? From what we've seen in the files, you might have to do a ground penetrating radar scan of the golf course just to make sure.
Oh, they're going to have to do that anyway.
I agree there.
Yeah, that's going to be on the cards. That is going to be on the cards. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, I agree there. But
Check all the new bumps.
oh God,
I don't know why I'm laughing.
oh. So here, I want to show you guys something before we get to just get too many drinks in us and start, Oh, remember, Pubchat, bingo cards, moderator team. Somebody will give you a link in the live chat and shit. I'll do an edit to the description and put it in there as well. But you want to have your bingo cards out because, well, I've got 8 beers and I've already got the events for tomorrow posted. So I'm in completely no responsibility mode right now.
All right, and don't forget to buy your tickets for the meat draw that will be coming up in 90 minutes.
A meat draw. Do you guys does that happen in the UK at bingo too? The fucking meat draw? Does it really?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, because well, it didn't happen in our family because we were quite posh. But Kelly's family, we used to go up to the Comrades Club. It's just basically like one of those like working men clubs type thing.
Yeah, the Elks or whatever.
Yeah, the beer's really cheap and they have shitty entertainment. Elvis night and bingo and meat draws and all this kind of stuff.
Oi, would you like your pork? You're the winner.
Yeah, I know. It's so funny. It's so funny. I remember the first time going to one of these places and them doing that, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
I know. I got dragged to bingo in my 20s by somebody who really wanted to go, and they had the whole meat draw, and I was like, is like a male stripper going to come out with his pecker in a sausage bun? What is going on here?
Yeah, no, that's after the meat draw. after the entertainment.
Yeah. What kind of meat could I win? I'm just not sure I want it.
It's bizarre. It's
yeah. That's what they should have sung about in that song. How bizarre, how bizarre. It should have been bingo and the weird things they do at it.
House.
Yeah. If you want to win the meat, hey, buy a ticket. How bizarre.
What's funny at this club, it's because you have the bingo, right? And it's full of little old biddies and stuff like that. As soon as the bingo's finished and the meat draw's done, they're out, when all the serious drinking starts happening. Yeah. But my God, they were fucking fanatically serious about it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It caused so many eruptions and me mother and father-in-law seemed to win a lot. Recount. Yeah.
or you get those those hardcores, and they sit down and they've got their little troll dolls and stuff, and they got like 4 different markers in case one starts to run dry, and they spread out like 64 cards, and if you even cough within 30 feet of them, they will get up and kill you for breaking their concentration.
Yeah. Apparently Donald Trump has actually gone to North Yorkshire and has pulled all the bingo cards because he reckoned he won. I won all the bingos.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, speaking of elections though, is he really getting did you hear what Bannon said the other day? You're damn right. We're going to surround the voting offices with ICE agents.
Yes, immigration and customs enforcement.
Yeah,
that's right.
Because they are the ones that historically and constitutionally secure the elections.
Well, you know why? Because they don't want brown people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and people that are like, America isn't white. It's whitish, but it's not white. But this election could be if this doesn't get dealt with.
Oh, it's going to be so pure white. This election
be transparent.
You won't. Yeah, you won't believe how white it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's staggering. And also, I mean, Trump was going on. I'll be careful not to split my little stories here, but he was going on about the voter registration cards, voter IDs, and trying to push through, and Democrats aren't fond of it. No, because you're going to assign voter IDs to people that you like.
Yeah. I guarantee, you know how many people that are like card carrying Democrats would mysteriously have problems getting their voter ID in time and stuff? Bullshit, man.
Yeah. Do you honestly think you want to put that man in charge?
Yeah.
Of anything? I mean, he is saying, this is the other thing as well. I mean, obviously this is part of the whole story, but he was talking about how he should nationalize the election. But strangely, nationalize it, but only in 15 places. That's not nationalizing it. That's picking on some people.
It's monopolized, but
And ironically, there are 15 places that he wants to nationalize are all blue states.
Yes, exactly.
Or questionable ones.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Can you imagine?
He's not even trying to cover it up.
Yeah. Can you imagine coming out and saying, well, look, the elections, the people that vote for me, they're fair. But the other ones, no. So we have to fix this.
Yeah. Either at gunpoint, bribery, or corruption.
Yeah.
Either one of those ways.
Unbelievable, man. And now, do you think he really believes what he says? Do you think he believes it himself? Do you think he's been convinced of it by those around him in the golden circle? Or do you think that he's just being told to say this by Miller and Co. from Project 2025?
Seriously, I just don't know at this point, because he seems to when he'll do an interview, and he obviously doesn't have anyone talking to him over his shoulder, and he's just himself and his own fucking mental capabilities, which are non-existent. Well, he speaks his truth there, and it's very, very similar. I don't know. He just seems to be like a gibbering idiot.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. I think the people in the background that own him and control him don't have to work all that hard just to keep. All they have to really do is try to keep him on script, because he's pretty much in line with all of this hate and racism and only for the wealthy and stuff. I mean, it's second nature to him, right? He's a rich white asshole.
Yeah. And getting richer every minute.
Oh, yeah. Did you see, who was it? Who was it that had an actress come on yesterday, one of the talk show hosts? She's really well known for like Broadway and stuff. She sings, she's an actress, and she's like Tony Award winning and the whole 9 yards. I think like 5 fucking times or something. And she plays Melania. She's done it a couple times on the show. And
that was Colbert.
Is it Colbert?
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, it was yesterday's was so good, because she broke out into a little Michael Jackson. Every time I see Eric Jr., I just sing to myself, "The kid is not my son," and stuff. It was so funny, man. Oh, I almost died laughing. That chick is hilarious. Holy shit! And what, about halfway through, Colbert couldn't hold it together, right? And she broke character just for 1 second to giggle quick, and then pulled it back together. It was so good. It was awesome. Oh yeah, she was sucking in her cheeks when she was talking and doing the little accent. It was so funny.
I put out a post on Facebook saying, I want to make a parody of of Melania, and I'm going to cast Jennifer Coolidge as Melania. Anyone want to back me?
Yeah. We only need about $47 million.
Yeah, well, we're not making it for Bezos.
Okay, so we need about
We're making it for pesos.
yeah. We need $470,000, 200,000 for Jennifer, and then whatever.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we can buy her attention for 24 hours with that kind of money.
Yeah, we could shoot it in 24 hours on an iPhone, no problem.
Oh yeah,
just as good.
Mm-hmm. And we don't even have to have a director that's all rapey.
We can get one.
No, I think not. I'm pretty sure Jennifer would decide the other side of that equation.
Yeah, I can't afford Woody Allen.
I was just gonna say. Yeah, she'd be like, look, anybody but Woody Allen, because I want to be able to bring my children to the set, okay?
Yeah. I'll marry them all.
Yeah, whether they're mine or not.
Yeah, I'll adopt them first, then marry them.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus. Woody Allen, I used to love you, you fucking idiot. What happened?
I know, it's so tragic, Stammering is almost a sexual offense now because of that prick. Let me tell a tale here quick, a Canadian tale, but I'm sure you'll all agree this is some fucked up shit. So over in Ontario, which is one of our larger provinces, it's the size of your average European country, I would imagine. They got some crooked cops caught. And this is some serious shit because what they did was they conspired. There was some drug dealing. One of them accessed the records. They found the home address and details of a corrections officer, a jail guard, passed it through the criminal community. And let me just show you what happened as a result. Now, you see all that shit flying around on the screen? Look at the guy out there. That's the shrapnel and shit from him firing bullets at somebody's house.
Wow.
Yeah. Here we go again. Second time, same house. Yeah. And there was a chase where these guys were trying to get to this guy's home while he was there. And the cops figured out what was going on and grabbed some of the guys that were going. And now the conspiracy's coming out. But that's what happened. Now, we've been talking. Yeah, sure. Okay, I just painted Canadian police in a bad light. Hey, that's all police. To be honest, there's way too many crooked, tough guy mofos in policing and authority these days. And this is just another example of this. I'm above the law because I am the law. No, you work on our behalf to enforce the law. You are not the law, you scumbag fucks.
I think a lot of the time that happens. I mean, don't forget that these guys really are in the middle of the crime.
Oh yeah,
network all the time.
Yeah,
they get paid shitty wages. They're not treated with any respect.
Yeah,
and they just sometimes they'll just go, oh fuck it, I'll just play the game.
Yeah, it's kind of like you see in the movies sometimes, Dunk, where the guy says, look, I've put 20 years into this. I should get something more, blah, blah. That's literally how it seems to go with these cats, right?
Yeah. Don't forget, don't think I'm condoning their actions in any
shape or
form, but I can sort of understand how it can turn that way.
Yeah. And again, like Mexi on the Shills account there says, most cops are good people. I totally agree. With all the police that you have in just Canada, which isn't the most populated country in the world, we have so many officers, it's not funny. And every so often you hear of a couple of bad ones that get caught doing something. That doesn't mean all cops suck. And if the press would do balanced reporting, every time you give us a bad cop story, give us a hero one. Come on.
You know what? I've dealt with all kinds of cops in my sordid past, and the young ones, they're great. They're enthusiastic. They know the law. Most of the law. Not all of it, but they're enthusiastic and they're pretty decent guys. And but I've noticed that as they get old, they get fucking grumpy.
Yeah,
and they have
jaded.
very little patience
and jaded. right? The older cops are always the ones that don't even want to hear the story, the excuse, the reason, nothing. I'm here to book you because you did it, you're getting booked. And the younger cop's the one that takes everybody aside and starts getting stories and blah, blah, and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why they should give them desk jobs at a certain age. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it should go by what would be a good rating? When you get to the point in your career as a police officer where you have to get up nightly in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, it's time to take the desk job. Right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's also like, in the military, you do certain tours of duty, and it's like, you can sign up for another tour of duty and all that kind of stuff. But, maybe cops should do the same sort of thing. You've been in the service for so many years. We recognize you're probably fucking worn out to the nub now. But we'll give you another job, another tour of duty. But it won't be necessarily. You won't be TJ Hooker anymore. You won't be out on the street with a patrol car.
Right. And maybe there's a point to this that's actually like less joking around but more real. I'm sorry, one sec. But take a cop who's good, but not good enough to get like detective, gold shield, and really get up the ranks. And you've been there for 10 years and you're still driving around in a squad car, just busting punks and whatnot. Maybe that's the people that you rotate into other things and it just didn't work out for you. You're not going to get to the top, right? I don't know. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if you're going to talk about reforming the entire police establishment, I'm not the guy.
Yeah.
I don't think Dick is either.
Yeah. But something will happen. So your leader over there, Starmer, has pulled out the apology to the Epstein victims because he believed in Mandelson's lies, is the headline.
Well, I've got a bigger sort of like overview of the entire thing.
Okay.
Yes, Keir Starmer was very, very wrong to appoint Peter Mandelson to the what was the ambassador to the United States or whatever. Peter Mandelson had a very, very sordid history in politics, and why he got back into it, I have no fucking clue how he managed to do it. But Keir Starmer has been under scrutiny, as is Peter Mandelson. There's going to be a criminal investigation by the police, so that's interesting for a start. Keir Starmer has come out.
Really? He's gay?
Well, Peter Mandelson is, so why not?
Oh, okay.
Keir Starmer has come out and apologized to the victims in the Epstein files, which is kind of interesting because Peter Mandelson, being gay, he probably wasn't involved in all the sexual trafficking stuff, but he was definitely into the whole money contacts and political, coercion that was going on with the Epstein. There's like layers of stuff that was happening with Epstein, not just the sex. There was political.
But on the other side of this,
financial stuff.
On the other side of this, Dunk, do we know that there's not actually any younger boys and stuff in this?
We don't know.
Right?
We don't know. I mean, there was a very, very incriminating photograph of Peter Mandelson in his pants. Talking to a young girl in a dressing gown. So,
when you say pants, being a Brit, he means underwear.
Underwear. Yeah. There was a great headline of a satirical magazine called Private Eye over here, and he says, "I've let myself down. I've let my country down. I've let my pants down."
Just don't get caught doing it.
So there's that side of it. You've also got Prince Andrew. Well, sorry, not ex-Prince Andrew. He's just called Symbol now, I think, or something.
Why don't we? Shouldn't we just call him like Dog Boy because we caught him on all fours already, right?
the formerly known as Prince Andrew.
We call him Walkies, Andrew. Walkies.
Shut up. Let me get to my point. You get right. So he's been told to go out and what is he supposed to be doing? He's supposed not is
mowing
it
the lawn?
No, he's supposed to be coming out and bearing all to, I can't remember who it was, but they want him to come to the States and be questioned and all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
but the thing is, what's kind of interesting about all this is you look at the complete difference between how the UK has looked at the Epstein, files and the release of the Epstein files, and it's caused absolute chaos. People are being investigated, they're being questioned, as they should be. Now, what's happening in the United States? The president of the United States says, "Well, yeah, I'm in the clear, so we can forget about that."
Yeah, in Trump's mind. In Trump's mind, the only important part of the Epstein files was he didn't get implicated. We're done now.
Yeah, although in fact
he's in it. So implicated, it's not funny.
Yeah. But that's the point. But that's the point. Is he just thinks that he's not involved, so we can just forget about it.
Yeah.
How does that even work? It's like saying, somebody in California got shot today, but I wasn't in California. I was in Washington, so it was nothing to do with me. So we could end the investigation.
Exactly.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, there was one email exchange, and it's between Epstein and blank says, "Oh, last night was amazing. Your littlest girl was a little naughty or whatever."
Yeah.
Why in the name of fuck is that fucking piece of shit's name blanked out? Why?
Yeah.
Because he's a Trump crony or somebody who's worth a lot of money, and Trump ain't gonna be, rubbing the rich the wrong way. That's the only fucking reason. That asshole should be exposed right now. That's not even enabling. That's not even enabling.
Now, I have seen some interesting sleuthing, because I was thinking about this the other day and looking at all the blanks, especially ones with emails, because they're surrounded by the little greater and less sign. So those redactions are all the same length.
Oh, email. Yeah. Right. Okay, yeah. I know where you're going.
So if you throw that into AI, it could correlate all the documents and all the emails that fit that size of redaction. And there was another thing I saw last night. There was some woman demonstrating how she managed to put names into redactions. She matched up the font, she matched up the size of the font. So what happens is when you type something out, because the way fonts work, they're also like different. Every letter is like a slightly different size.
Exactly.
If you get the right name in, everything all lines up.
Right.
And so this was from like 3 weeks ago. So this was before the second batch of stuff. But she managed to line up putting a whole bunch of names in that all lined up, and it all works. Put a slightly different name in, doesn't work. Yeah. And so there could be a way of using AI to unredact the redactions.
Yeah. I don't believe that'll ever hold up in court.
No.
But it would be enough for me to know.
This is the point, because they do have these files unredacted, and if that had to go to court, then that would be fine, because you'd have the actual documents there. But for just general nosy internet investigators who are trying to make links between things, there's probably ways to do it. and if that's enough for an investigation to go ahead, to release the unredacted file.
But here's the thing. I have zero faith whatsoever that at this point, now that the files are out, that the originals haven't been deleted, destroyed, or the only copies left now are these redacted ones. I don't believe that Trump's DOJ would leave themselves in a position where later in life they can get fucked over this.
Very true, but I also think they could get fucked over it if they did do that.
Oh, but deleting it, you can say, oops, blah, blah, blame it on lower people and stuff. Getting caught with it is worse. I do believe that's what would happen. I'm surprised, to be honest, that we've gotten the ones we got, because I expected them to just go, oh, you know what? Somebody spilled coffee and yeah, the computer doesn't work. Like, I really expected some crap, but it is, at the end of the day, to use a very British auto racing phrase, it's very obvious that the redactions were not for the victims. It's for potential victims of getting caught.
Yeah, it was absolutely there. You know, they didn't redact any of the victims' names because they want them in hiding. They want them to go to hiding.
I saw the one girl's driver's license photocopy right there, all in the open. Like, that isn't done for intimidation. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that that's slop. That's on purpose, because they made sure to cover up for the perps. Right?
Absolutely.
You know, there's not one slip up.
This is kind of what I'm saying about the difference between what's going on in the UK and what's happening in America. In UK, they're really like, going into detail, checking shit out. In the United States, it's all up in the air. There just doesn't seem to be anybody. Everybody's talking about the Epstein files, but there's nothing anybody's doing about it. There's nothing anybody can do.
Yeah. And that's just it. Like, there's been so many people that have been involved in the United States of America Department of Justice, the DOJ, over the last whole whack of years. And they're all aghast at the fact that the DOJ is supposed to be an independent entity. It is not supposed to be that they just obey the president. That's not how it's supposed to work at all. Yeah,
they've basically become like a political wing.
Yeah. They're one step away from just an enforcers group, right?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus, not them as well, is it?
Oh, God. Do we have to do another fireside address?
Yeah. Oh, this is so scary. Yeah, like the whole. If you're just taking the whole picture, the DOJ, the ICE agents are literally becoming, Trump's little brown shirt goons.
Totally.
It's
hey,
it's all there.
Shit, I really didn't dress well today. Oh, wait a minute, it's a sweater. Okay, I'm all right. Okay, go ahead.
What are you talking about? What's
it's brown.
Oh, I see. Well, if you start goose stepping around the room, then there'll be trouble. But
I'm not capable of doing that, to be honest. If I tried doing that, I'd be on the ground by step 4.
We'll get you into the Ministry of City Walks.
Oh, too funny. Oh, shit. What doesn't suck that we can talk about? Oh, I know. Starfleet Academy.
Yay, that
doesn't suck. I actually haven't watched it.
I've only watched the first half of the first episode, and that I was like done after that. I haven't seen any more. I can't be totally judgmental on it, but it really does look like a big pile of poo.
I'm scared to watch it. I'm not against the new Star Trek. I am a big fan of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Really like that one.
But that's completely different. That's not like Discovery or that's a bit of a left field sort of thing. And, and even then, I don't particularly like that one either. But it is better.
Yeah. Oh,
this other kind of new Trek.
Strange New World started off a tad weak, but they're trying to be really authentic to the original show's kind of concept and idea, I think. And by the third season, it's phenomenal show, except for the singing episode. What the fuck? But the singing episode, if you admit to yourself, it's very original Star Trek, to be honest. It is.
Oh, if you remember that there's an episode. Which one was it? It's one of the many episodes where the landing party, Kirk, McCoy, and Spock, meet up with a Greek god. I don't know how many fucking times they did that in Star Trek. It seemed to be an awful lot. And you got that scene where they're being mind controlled by the Greek god, and you got Kirk doing like a baying horse kind of thing, and they're just like look like idiots.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and you think, well, I think I'd have preferred the singing.
Yeah, well, but in one scene, the Klingons start singing too. It's pretty weird, man.
Do they sing in Klingon though?
No, funny enough, it's English. No,
they should have done in proper, full on Klingon opera.
Yeah, they should have started singing Melota, right? You know.
I
even learned how to play the keyboards for that. When Worf starts singing Melota in that one where they're looking for Picard when he's off on the ship stealing artifacts with Baran. God, I know too much about this shit. Fuck.
Yeah, you could have started a Klingon band. You got a forehead and hair for it.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I got the fangs, teeth too, and all. Right.
Just tape a few sausages on your forehead, and you'd be a Klingon.
Yeah. Just don't go to bed with them on. Wake up in the morning and there's ants all over me and shit.
What else we got? Oh yeah, we got the guy who I say an attempted assassination on Trump. He was just hiding out on the golf course with a gun.
Is that the one that's getting the life?
Yeah, he's got life for an attempted assassination. I don't know how that can possibly happen because essentially he didn't do anything.
Wow.
He was trespassing with a weapon.
Yeah. I think the masturbation he had in the tree was more dangerous,
But I think it was harsh to judge him on that. I think they should have at least judged him on best of 3.
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna give a guy life for trying to assassinate the president, at least give him enough time to take the fucking shot.
Yeah. Let him have another go.
Yeah. I figure they should play laser tag. They give Trump the laser equipment and give this guy a rifle.
Yeah. So is Trump going to get life or the ICE agents killing people in the streets? Oh, I don't know. Just thinking.
Well, he should get life 3 times. 2 for the 2 killings with the ICE agents, and 1 for killing all of our opinions of Stormy Daniels for fucking that guy. Let me get a beer. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm not too sure they had sex so much as she just, wetted his mushroom. I don't know that counts. Yeah, I don't know how he got life, but
it's a bit harsh.
It is harsh. It seems harsh. I don't know how they got to that decision, but
it's probably has something to do with the fact that it's the president, so you're going to get treated worse. It's
only Trump. It's not like a real president.
Yeah, I mean, if I was to sit outside my I'm not going to insert any names here. But if I sat outside somebody else's golf course with a rifle, I wouldn't get life in prison.
No.
You know, I'd probably get questioned for being a dumbass. You know?
Yeah, very odd.
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised they even gave him a weapons ban. You know? It's like, what were you doing? Hunting owls. Okay, then. You know, I don't know.
Yes, girl.
Yeah. I've been chasing a squirrel. He stole a bag of peanuts from me last week at the ball game, and I'm trying to get it back.
Yeah. She should have just said, "Oh, I'm the gameskeeper on the golf course."
Yeah.
Rabbit.
Yeah, I'm a park ranger. I thought I saw Yogi Bear. I was just making sure he's not stealing picnic baskets.
Yeah, what did you do when it's like, the guys, Secret Service come round and it's like, excuse me, sir, what are you doing? Oh, I'm here to shoot the president. Oops.
Yeah. I mean, I'm here to make sure nobody else shoots the president. Yeah.
I'm here to protect him. Yeah. All those assassins.
Yeah. I'm an assassin.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, I bet he's not smiling. Just like that reporter, Caitlin Collins. It was there in the White House questioning Trump about the Epstein victims, and he goes off, yeah, I've known you for 10 years. I've never seen you smile. She's asking you about the victims of Epstein. Yeah, you never smile. You're in a terrible terrible report. Low ratings. You're all shit. Yeah, sure. Does this every single fucking time.
Yeah. It's his go-to thing now. It's his only rebuke to a question he doesn't want to a female reporter is to be a misogynist fucking prick.
Yeah, right? Who'd have thought?
Yeah, exactly. Captain Cankle be mean to a woman?
Yeah. The man that's in the Epstein files 5,000 times.
Yeah.
And in prick.
Oh, in one of the references, it clearly says he slaps an underage girl.
Yeah.
I don't. It's right there.
Yeah,
it's right there.
Certainly not with his tiny cock.
Jesus, no. An elephant couldn't fucking stretch that by walking long enough to slap anything.
It kind of makes you wonder why they could keep putting female reporters into the White House to do that. Because if it's a male, he doesn't have that argument anymore.
Right.
To distract from the question.
She is.
He completely distracted from the question. He didn't even fucking, come close to answering it.
And it was one of those moments where I've seen this happen before. The next person that he calls on for a question should have reiterated the same fucking question in solidarity, man.
Yeah. I said that about the last time. It should be. In fact, I saw a video. It's all AI, but it was essentially that where all the reporters just kept on badgering him with the same question.
Yeah, that's what they should have done.
Yeah.
But I've like that girl, she's a pretty girl. And I've seen her smile and laugh when she's doing shit on CNN and whatnot on more than one occasion. She obviously wasn't going to giggle with you, Ronald Gump, when she was talking about victims.
Yeah.
For the love of fuck, you sorry ass sack of shit. Like, I can understand his mental capacity is very diminished these days. You can see it. It's all on display for us all to see. If you go back and look at him campaigning in 2016 or even just in the last campaign compared to now, he's diminished. But to only have one rebuttal to a female reporter and have that rebuttal be very misogynistic in nature is seriously fucked up. Like, did no one tell him the first time? Holy fuck, dude, you can't do that. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see these reporters grow a little bit of a backbone and fight back a little bit and just say, there's being in your presents, Mr. President, gives me nothing to smile about.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, because I know they have to try to keep polite and everything, but he's not. So why play?
Yeah.
You know, the rules of engagement that he used to do for years and years and years in the White House, and he's just treating you all like scum.
Yeah.
Treat him like scum.
Oh, Avro Day in the chat, Dunk points out his base loves it. Yeah, there's quite a few of those manosphere fucks who love that behavior.
Oh, yeah. Because they'd love to be able to talk to a woman like that. Well, they'd like to meet a woman. Well, they'd like to know a woman.
Yeah, other than their mother.
Yeah, well, but they probably don't even like, don't talk to her either.
Yeah, I mean, your average MAGA manosphere fuck is the kind of guy to put a female voice on their Google Home speaker and it switches back to male because the chick voice doesn't want to hear it.
Yeah, with their blow-up doll. So you never smile. You're always making that face.
Is that where that reference comes from? He's talking about his sex dolls in public. Is that what it is?
I'm sure his even sex dolls don't even have sex with him.
I wonder how many sex dolls of his daughter he has.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
It's true. He loves her.
Yeah. Woody, you still here?
Yeah. What did he say that one time? He said, well, if she wasn't my daughter, I'd probably be dating her.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Who the fuck even thinks like that?
Yeah, but in his brain though, is like, well, she's a woman, and obviously I'd be dating her because she doesn't have a choice.
Yeah.
What about if she just says no?
Exactly. Right.
A woman can say no. Yeah.
Is that why he wants to build an arch? He wants to eventually become a pharaoh so he can just take his daughter as his next wife?
No, he just wants to build a massive vagina that he can walk through.
Every time he walks through, he's going to spit milk out of his mouth. Look at me.
It's at the top of the arch, they should put a lot of tiny little clitoris that he can't find.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
I hope they do build that arch though, but do it in kind of like Spinal Tap way. We got the plans, 250 inches high, big block of polystyrene. Yeah, there you go. Where do you want it? No, we went to 250 foot. It says inches on the plan.
Yeah. That'd be funny, eh? You could be like, okay, we're gonna need about 4 pounds of clay.
Yeah, we're gonna need more dwarfs.
Hey, we've got a shout out here from Mexi Girl herself. It's to help the bingo out and for the moving fund. Oh, my moving fund is desperately in need of buffing up. So thank you very much. And yeah, let's get some more bingo on the go here. I think we're too locked into modern world topics to get a winner tonight on bingo. We might have to regress to our childhoods a bit more.
Oh, okay, before let's get on to one more thing then. On the he went to like a prayer breakfast thing.
Jesus Christ, I saw that this morning. Did he just catch fire walking into the place? I mean, the fuck?
They had to take all the crucifixes down just in case.
Yeah.
His head started spinning and
I totally fucked up because Mexi Girl's donation was a PayPal Directs donation and it was $6.66. So there we go. Sorry, Mexi Girl. I totally forgot that part. I'm a useless idiot today. I tell you, it's just going to be the way it is.
Yeah.
Sorry,
so in this prayer breakfast, he ranted on about the election. Well, I won. I didn't win. We should have won that. And you're like, it's all fake. There's all the Dems' fault. And there's this starts going on. There might be some Dems in the audience. It's a Christian meeting.
Yeah.
Since when do you have to be red or blue to be a Christian? it's for fuck's sake. And then he started having a go at them.
Wow.
It's just like started blaming them for being. I don't know why you vote for Democrats, but there's some in the audience. What
the hell does this have to do with a prayer breakfast?
I have no idea.
Hey, Donald, get out your Bible. Can you imagine? That's what he would have done.
God's sake. Because he was also talking about his, I think this might have been somewhere else. It might have been on this, but he was back talking again recently about, someone was asking about the state of the economy, and the polls are really, really bad on the economy. He says, they're all wrong because I've brought in 18 trillion of investment into the United States. Where is it?
Yeah.
Where?
All you've gotten is empty promises from really rich people that are just trying to appease you long enough to watch you die.
I know. I just don't understand. There's 18 trillion. Where?
Yeah.
Where?
Nobody's broken ground on anything. I think TSMC, the Taiwan people, have broke ground. But TSMC is the #1 silicon wafer producer for high-end chips and stuff. And as such, they needed to expand and somewhat get out of Taiwan with all the shit with China and whatnot anyway. That has nothing to do with Trump.
I bet, you say they've broken ground. I bet they haven't broken ground. They put it on casters.
Yeah.
Need to move it.
The machines that actually make the silicon wafers are made by one company in the world, mostly. And they are so expensive that if you don't have your shit together, you will never make enough money back to justify the purchase. They are unbelievably expensive. It's ridiculous what's going on with the chips. And then you've got the whole corruption of the AI bubble. NVIDIA, the makers of the best GPUs for gamers and, people that work in film and music and stuff, and all those people that need real horsepower, the 5090, their big consumer card, came out at around $2,000, I think it was. Now it's up to $3,000, and they've already publicly admitted that by the end of 2026, that card will cost about $5,000. Why? Because they've decided it will.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. It's the same goddamn chip you could get last year or whatever, you know what I mean, when it came out. But it's so, the greed is so out of hand right now. And if you look at what's going on, there's a reason for it, right? This AI bubble is so massive and could seriously affect, the paper value of a bunch of companies. And so what are they doing? They're raising the cost on all the hardware to us to justify the bubble and try to keep it from bursting for a while.
Yeah.
Right? This is what's going on. We're paying. It's bullshit. And you know how bad it is? You know how bad it is right now? It's so bad that Apple's memory pricing on the Mac store to buy new Apple computers is actually a fair price now. That's how fucked up this is.
I know. I think Luke
Miani,
he did a video about that. I didn't watch it, but it's like, how stupid is that?
Yeah, because right now it's actually cheaper to get RAM upgrades from Apple than it is some of the PC makers already. It's got so bad.
Yeah, but don't buy an Apple right now because Tim Cook is sucking Trump's cock. So
yeah,
buy an old secondhand one.
Yeah. Exactly. I totally agree with that. Actually, The thing is,
sorry, Apple, love you to bits, but I don't like the way you're chumming up to,
Tim.
Orangio.
Tim, you're a gay man, openly. For the love of God, be honest to yourself and show some hate for Trump because he fucking hates you.
Come out the closet.
Yeah, please.
Again.
You know, Trump hates everything you stand for as a human being. Stop kissing his fucking ass. You, as the leader of Apple, are actually as powerful as him on the world stage. Wake the fuck up.
And as Avro puts it in the chat, Trump doesn't even remember his name. It's just Tim Apple.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think he does that on purpose to show how small Tim is compared to Trump.
Oh, God.
Right? It's like calling our guy Governor Carney and stuff, you know? It's fucking, it's just, you know, but seriously, Apple could totally fuck the US if they wanted to with all kinds of, we'll make our shit here or there and blah, blah and whatnot. You know, Apple's got power, man. They got money. They don't fucking cave to this piece of garbage. What the hell is wrong with you? You know?
Yeah. And same for you, Microsoft.
Yeah. Right? You know?
It's basically all of them.
Yeah.
You know, if you're talking, Bernie Sanders keeps going on about, the billionaire class and the oligarch. Well, why why don't they do some good with it? And not chum up to that asshole.
Yeah, if Apple, Microsoft, and Google alone, just those three, got together and said, you know what? Fuck this guy. They could do it. No problem. They're so powerful.
He would sue them, of course.
Yeah. But, who cares when you moved your corporate headquarters to Northern Ireland?
Yeah.
It's a tax haven, right? There's a lot of them there.
Well, that's where Apple were based for a long time.
Yeah. The whole European division was Ireland, right? Yeah. Yeah, even Bill Gates' ex-wife there, that, rich chick that just hates his guts now. She said, I ain't touching the Epstein files with a 10-foot pole, but my husband and those guys, they can answer for that.
Yeah,
my ex-husband, right? She threw him right under the bus. She hates that piece of shit.
She's probably got an itchy fanny because of it.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt, She's probably like, I still got fucking herpes from that fucking sorry ass sack of shit. And now she knows where the herpes came from,
Page 37.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Belinda, whatever your name is. I don't mean to belittle you there because, my God, when it comes to the last name Gates, you're the one that, finally made it right,
Yeah. Some of these gates were open a little bit too wide, I think.
Oh, yeah. But, I like her. She has... Well, she soaked Bill in the divorce for massive amounts of money and then just runs around doing good with it. She doesn't need to be rich, but she's smart enough to make sure the money's used properly.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You can still be excruciatingly wealthy and keep giving your money away, and you still end up with the same amount the next day.
Yeah, I know, especially with all the tax dodging and all this shit. It's total bullshit.
Yeah, but that's tax dodging in a good way, though.
Yeah.
That's not for keeping it or
right
over.
Yeah,
it's just
if you're spreading it around, yeah.
I mean, let's face it. One thing you could do to Trump's federal government is just not pay your taxes.
Oh yeah.
If everybody did that.
Well, speaking of the thing against Trump, one thing that I'm really impressed with that's going on right now in the United States is these general strikes. Shut down business because holy fuck does that matter. I love it. Keep it up, people.
Yeah, just don't purchasing. There's all sorts of ways you can fight back because just one day of nobody turning up at McDonald's, would make a huge dent into their finances.
Oh yeah,
and they would have to. Well, I mean, the thing is, they'd go whining to Trump, saying, "Look, this is what's happening." Trump doesn't give a shit. I mean, even the general strikes. he'll just like, yeah, don't care.
Yep.
Don't care. They're just not getting paid.
Yep.
I'm still getting wealthy. I've just sued the IRS for $10 quadrillion.
If that's not the joke of jokes right there, it's not like he's suing himself.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And
When he sues,
he gets to make the decision whether or not he gets the money.
yeah,
Hey?
well, isn't it the DOJ that does? But that just means that he gets to make the decision, and Pam's bootleg Bondi announces it, right?
Yeah. He has to sign it off.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. Yeah. And I tell you what, people, if he does grift the American coffers for money in this lawsuit over tax information being released, which it should have been anyway, don't ever forget this. He's not just Donald Trump. He's a fucking Republican. Don't forget this. Don't go, oh, but the other Republicans are okay and all that and blah, blah, blah. No. Every one of them is standing behind him in fear, cowering, and fucking hold them accountable.
Well, this is the interesting thing, because he was originally a Democrat. And it kind of makes you wonder if, he was a Democrat at this moment in time, and he was the president of the United States. I wonder if the Democrats would still, I think they'd be the same. They'd cower and keep quiet and just let Trump do whatever he wants. I don't think they'd stand up to him as much. I don't know.
I don't think he could have ever rose to the ranks in the Democrat Party that he has here, because too many people in the Democrats would have been like, yeah, we're not doing that. You know what I mean? Whereas in the Republican side of things, sadly, you've got more people that just want the position of power for what it can give them.
True.
The Republicans are the ones that always want to lessen healthcare and stuff. They don't want the social safety nets because that's socialism and blah, blah, right? And for Trump, that was just the easier party to manipulate, I think.
So I saw an interesting thing, is like these British politicians. It was Alistair Campbell and Rory. Jesus, I can't remember his name. They do like a podcast every day. The rest is politics, and they were talking about Epstein files and connections with politics and money in British politics. And they were basically an interesting point. They were just saying MPs in the UK get fuck all money. Yeah, they got really small salary. Actually, I'm sure it's not that. It's probably not bad. I don't know how much they get. Yeah,
Rory get Stewart. More than me.
Rory Stewart, thank you very much. But they were saying that one of the reasons why you end up with this kind of corruption and money in politics is because these MPs aren't really getting paid very well.
Right. Just like cops. Same thing we said earlier. Yeah.
So what you do is you just pay them better. And then you just try to get rid of all the the money out of politics. So it is now just politics.
Yeah. Well, we've gotten to a point where it's gotten worse and worse, where the political elites are also wealthy. Like, we don't need wealthy people. We need people that want to be civil servants. There's a big difference there, right? Wealth shouldn't be the end game of politics.
Well, I think the other thing about politics is when you look at it, you look at it, go, either I become a game streamer or a TikToker or an Instagram influencer, or I just go into politics and become a billionaire that way.
Yeah, exactly, right?
And so everybody's looking for that get rich quick scheme.
Well, and sadly, Trump has just shown how easily it can be done to the fucking umpteenth degree, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, his corruption in the United States is not even hidden. It's just phenomenal.
Oh yeah, all these Saudi deals and stuff and whatnot. It's sickening how much bullshit's going on, and yet the MAGA folk are just cheering him on. They don't understand. They're just being lied to and grifted back and forth. I still see those comments, Dunk. You guys are still just sorry that we beat you in the election. You didn't. What?
Yeah.
What?
Hey, Ma, is my Kraft mac and cheese ready yet?
Yeah, exactly. Right. You know,
While Donald's having like big Mar-a-Lago parties and
exactly. You know, Donald Trump is having parties where he has girls in skimpy outfits dancing in massive fucking martini glasses. Meanwhile, you're wondering if you can afford to even put a can of beans in your Kraft dinner tonight to add some protein to the carbohydrates, for fuck's sakes.
I got a red hat. Maybe he
Yeah,
vote me.
you know. I can't afford toothpaste, but I don't got any teeth anyway.
You shouldn't laugh, Kelly. You know, I've already explained this before in the past. That Kelly's had all her teeth taken out. She's got no teeth. She goes through more toothpaste than anybody else in the
house. Jason Jacoby says, "I'm sorry. Is there something wrong with cracked macaroni and cheese?" No,
Kraft.
No, hold on. I shouldn't have put Kraft in front, but mac and cheese. No, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's not fun if it's your only choice due to financial means.
Yeah. If you open the cupboard and all you got are like 40 boxes of Kraft mac and cheese because that's all you got to eat.
Or you're like me with a kid on the autism spectrum who won't fucking touch it with a 10-foot pole. Then it sucks ass, right? You know. But yeah, you know.
Just a slight segue. Because obviously you get your hamburger helper and stuff like that. But I was looking up comfort recipes, tonight. Just nice comfort food, and it's kind of funny because one of them was a site that was based from the US, and one of them was from the UK, and the differences were incredible. But one of the things that actually blew my mind was cheeseburger soup.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, that's not right.
Now, can you guess which country that originated from?
Cheeseburger soup. To be honest, I kind of think it's a derivative of a thing that some people in the prairies of Canada eat, which is called hamburger soup.
Mm-hmm. That's probably the same. Yeah, well, this has just got cheese in it, I guess. It's like I saw like a cheeseburger soup.
Yeah.
That's just a runny cheeseburger.
I had hamburger soup served to me once in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and it was a pot of water with a pound of hamburger thrown into it.
Yeah,
and then they throw a bunch of noodles in, and they stir it around until the hamburger's cooked. And you eat it, liquid and all. There's nothing else in it.
Wow.
And there's just fat congealing on the top. And I looked at it and I was like, is there a dog I'm supposed to give this to? What? No, I'm not eating this. Are you kidding?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. And Americans have a go at British cuisine, but it's just like, my God. Yeah. some of the stuff that comes out from America is just diabolical.
So I think the cheeseburger version of hamburger soup is they just put a slice of cheese on the water when they give it to you, right?
Yeah, on floats.
Oh dear God. That's so wrong.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a little segue.
Yeah.
Oh, talking of the movie industry,
you work in.
As a couple of things I want to bring up, because there's a film coming out called Odyssey, which is obviously the Greek Odyssey, directed by Christopher Nolan, and who he did the Batman series and some other shit movies along the way. But there's been this massive uproar come out from this because of Helen of Troy. Have you heard of this? Because they're casting, what's her name? I'm probably going to butcher this, but it's Lupita Nyong'o, which is
As fucking Helen of Troy?
yes, she's a black woman.
Yeah, she's a kick-ass action girl and really, really good on camera actress. But as Helen of Troy,
Yeah. She's incredibly beautiful.
oh, no argument there.
Yeah.
You know, when they almost had to increase the hot scale for that chick, man.
But I was looking at this and I was thinking about because you see this an awful lot where people get angry about casting in movies.
Oh, I'm sure there's going to be some of those nerd channels that just flip out.
They definitely have old nerd erotic because a lot of them just like having apoplectic fits.
That fucking stooge from The Quartering or whatever.
I can't. There's loads of. There are so many YouTubers are just automatically angry at any decision that's ever made.
If it ain't white, it's crap.
Yeah, but it's not their decision. It's no good. And I was thinking, well, why not? Why not? Why not have a black actress play Helen of Troy? Why not?
Here's my thing. I have no problem with black actor taking white actor role, blah, blah, or whatever. I don't fucking care, to be honest. James Bond could be a guy from India the next time. I don't fucking care. You know what I mean? I don't.
My name is Patel. James Patel.
Right? I don't care about that. But this is Helen of Troy. This is some historical type, sort of story from down the ages and stuff and whatnot. And I do have a problem when people start twisting history in some ways. And I don't like shows that take like the Ford versus Ferrari and twist the history. And I don't like anything that twists the history, whether it's, replacing genders, replacing cultures and so on. Like what was that fucking movie with Tom Cruise, The Last Samurai? How am I supposed to even watch that? I can't. I don't like it when history is fucked with, because you get way too many people that leave and then go to the bar the next week and tell the story from the movie as if it's the real history.
Yeah.
They don't fucking know.
Yeah,
right?
You had that one, that submarine one, U-571, who supposedly stole the Enigma device, and it wasn't at all. It was British. But then again, you should have a go at the Catholic Church then, because Jesus is white.
Yeah, okay, no, but I've had to go over that for a long time, to be honest, right?
I know that was pretty poor casting by the Catholic Church.
Yeah. He should have looked more like Muhammad or something.
Yeah, they got Mark Ruffalo when he was cheap.
But I just don't like history being fucked with. Otherwise, I don't care. You know what I mean? I really don't.
Yeah, because there's an interesting show in the UK, or born from the UK. I think it goes out to the States because I think it's kind of like popular. Called Bridgerton, which is kind of like it's set during like Edwardian England, and in highfalutin circles of posh people. But they kind of like take the piss of it a bit, because it's very, very mixed race, which didn't happen in England. But they also have a lot of balls and dances and stuff like that.
Oh, notoriety.
But then they take tracks by Lady Gaga and turn it into music of the time and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like they're twisting. Okay, it's not history because it's fictional.
Actually,
but
I could see Marie Antoinette wearing a meat dress when she said, "Let them eat cake." So
well, she was wearing 2 baguettes. Yeah. It's like Cleopatra. Was just mentioned in the chat by Graham. I mean, obviously, famously, that was played by what's her name? Whose name suddenly forgetting? The big old 4-hour movie of Cleopatra.
Taylor.
Elizabeth
Jason,
Taylor.
Yeah, Jason says Taylor. Yeah. Yeah, I was just trying to imagine that really powerful chick, and I just couldn't get the name out because she had power in Hollywood, man.
Yeah, I was just trying to think of both of them. I was trying at the same time. Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah.
It was just coming out as bleh.
Elizabeth Burton. Wait a minute.
Well, there were several times Elizabeth Burton and and Richard Taylor. They got married a couple of times.
Yeah. Only if you keep your ring on was often heard in the trailer.
Yayla says Bridgerton is on my bucket list. What, you're going to be sick in it? It's quite good actually. I mean, it's not my cup of tea, but Kenny puts it on, and I find myself like quietly engaged. Because it's kind of funny, it's kind of witty, and it's kind of like it is playing against all those kind of like the classic kind of writings of that period, and just kind of like taking a little bit of a piss out of it.
When it comes to the old films, Dunk, there's one question I always had: when Charlton Heston comes down with the commandments, why did they leave in the film that part when he says, "I bring you these 15," and then he drops one and he says 10 commandments? Why did they leave that in?
Yeah, that was Mel Brooks.
Let me get a beer. Hold on.
Now, if Charlton Heston did it, I'd have believed it because because he's a big member of the NRA. So that's what Moses would have done. I bring you these 2 tablets and 2 AR-15s. You obey these commandments, or I'll fucking shoot your head off.
But just to say, don't fuck with like history and stuff again. Can I point out that as a young dude, Hogan's Heroes was confusing.
Actually, wait a minute. We haven't finished yet because the Odyssey is mythology. It's not history.
Yeah, okay, that's true. But it's still such a it's the kind of story you study in school and stuff, right? It's God damn it! What the fuck? Sorry, it's one of those hair things,
Pubes.
Yeah, this is what happens when you refuse to grow up. But it's one of those things like you shouldn't be doing the Ancient Aliens trip to Homer's, and Atlantis stories and stuff and so on. Like, I don't like that,
Yeah, well, get used to it because that's the modern.
Yeah. See, like DK Art Design in the chat says, Dunk, Hogan's Heroes was docudrama, right? Yeah, that's how I saw it, when I was young. I was like, wow, fucking idiot Germans,
I know nothing.
Same with Alan Alda. He should be, scolded for making me think that the Korean War was actually the Vietnam War and everybody had fun.
Yes. It was just a party.
That's the funny thing about MASH. It's based in Korea, but everybody knows that the whole show was referencing Vietnam the whole time.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? Isn't that funny?
Was very much that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people kind of like forget it was the Korean War.
Yeah. Because to me, in my mind, they're in Vietnam, but they weren't, right?
Yeah. Well, they were in downtown Hollywood somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. They were just by the Vasquez Rocks, right? You know.
Yeah. Don't get him in shock because people will recognize him.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody will be looking for Shatner. Fuck, you know. Speaking of Shatner, I saw this thing the other day, and he did this thing about Star Trek, some kind of like 2-hour documentary, and it's on YouTube. I'll put the link in our Discord because I ain't gonna bother finding it right now while we're chatting. And he was, he was still younger, so like 80, right? And he was and he was interviewing all kinds of people and dudes and stuff involved in Star Trek, like like what are some of the names of the producer guys and writers, like Jerry Taylor and people like that, right?
Oh,
and it was the chaos that was the beginning of Star Trek: The Next Generation and how it eventually became like really, really good, you know. And it was hilarious because some of the interviews, the people aren't holding back. And one guy's talking about how he couldn't stand somebody else, and somebody else was like, "Oh, this guy's an idiot." And Shatner is just giggling the whole time interviewing these people because he loves the drama.
well, that's because what was happening behind the scenes on his show.
Exactly. He was like, "Fuck, this is how Trek is built, I guess." You know? Yeah, it was really funny. It was a good one, you know. It was really good. They had Ronald D. Moore in, you know, it's funny. Like Ronald D. Moore is like, well, other than the odd episode, the first, 2 seasons are pretty much unwatchable.
Yeah, that's why I went on to make Battlestar Galactica instead.
Yeah, you know. Speaking of Galactica, Edward James Olmos, did you ever hear his one absolute, without a doubt, no thing can break this ever rule of joining the cast?
What was that?
He said, if you ever bring out some stupid alien in a goddamn costume, I'm going to faint and you can write me off the show and I'll leave. Yeah, he was like, I'm not doing that.
Not having the alien thing.
Yeah, he did not want that at all. He was fine with liquid metal, weird people and, you know, cyborgs, robots that weren't there and stuff. But God forbid you put on an alien mask. Isn't that kind of odd? You know?
Yeah, I mean, there's multi layers of shows, of sci-fi shows, with as far as aliens are concerned. So Firefly, no aliens. It's just humans, you know. But then you'll have things like Star Wars, where just like, well, supposedly just about every second person's an alien, except when the budget runs out. And Star Trek, you know, everyone's an alien. They just got like a different piece of prosthetic on a different part of their body, on their forehead, their nose, their earlobes, or whatever. You know, that just fucking drives me mad. Yeah. Or the painted black and white on either side of the faces.
Speaking of drive you mad, in the new Starfleet Academy, there is a character who is half Jemadar and half Klingon. Now, if you know anything about Star Trek, the Jemadar are genetically engineered beings, yada, yada, blah, blah. They're born in pods and whatnot. How the fuck did we end up with a half-breed? The fuck? It doesn't even make sense.
Up the bum.
They treat their prisoners a little rough, do they?
Well, they also have one of those blackface, whiteface characters.
Oh no.
Yeah, but you know the ones I mean, with a split down the middle, one side's black, one side's white. Yeah. But the thing is, in the original series, the two guys on the Enterprise who got the face, they were the last two.
Yeah,
two males.
Yeah, the two that hated each other, right? Yeah.
And they just basically went off and fought each other to oblivion and died. Okay, so let's just say they survived.
Yeah.
Do these two men manage to
They build a robot
fall
baby
in
and
love.
Data.
They went out on a date one night. We
Yeah.
had a little bit too much to drink, and we got a daughter now.
Yeah, exactly.
How did that happen?
Yeah, exactly. Who's got the? No, we had an incubator. Yeah, but still, there's a lot of questions here, gentlemen.
We were drunk. Oh dear.
But it's kind of weird. Like a Jem'Hadar and a Klingon had a baby.
Of course, the big news that's come out of this show, Starfleet Academy, is they got a Klingon. He's got like one of those like rings in his eyebrow, And I called it a few weeks ago.
Fucking hipster?
No, he's gay.
A Klingon.
He's gay.
Is this where? Because I saw a thing where they had a dude with a couple of chicks sitting beside him, one on each side, and he says, we're doing like, there's more to a warrior than just picking up a weapon and going into battle. Well, I don't know, buddy, if you've ever watched Star Trek, but that's kind of all there is to them. There's a few that are off on that moon waiting for the dude to come back. And there must be a few like sciencey people and stuff because they did develop space travel and whatnot. But we've seen over and over again.
Yeah.
Right.
They're just too busy fighting. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. There's got to be a few smarter Klingons because they do have ships and shit. They didn't just, maybe in the lore they steal them or something. I don't really know. Right. But the idea of the Klingons having this soft, sensitive side like this guy does, they would be chased and chastised like the female, I can't remember the race in the Orville, what's his name's show that went for 3 seasons there. And the male race, the 2 guys, they have an egg. And the egg is born and they have a daughter. And in that race, there's no females. But then over time, you find out that there is, but they always surgically alter them back to being males. And they turned it into this amazing social commentary arc of story. And Star Trek has just thrown us a gay Klingon and said, here, accept it. Well, that doesn't fit with what we've been taught all our lives.
Well, no, we've got to be careful about this.
I need more backstory to make this real. I need more.
Well, you have to watch it, I guess. It does seem kind of dumb at face value because he's also got a human partner, boyfriend. So yeah, I mean, the old expression, it takes a real man to fuck another man. How much of a man does it take to fuck a Klingon? I don't know.
If the human is a bottom, he's got about 4 fucks until he's dead. Right? A Klingon will kill him.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Klingon sex is supposed to be, pretty aggressive,
bone breaking, right?
A little bit bitey.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. Starfleet Academy has got some real weird sort of things going on.
Academy is on a ship. What the fuck is that?
And it's a stupid looking ship. Don't get me started.
Oh my god! Yeah.
But the thing is, Star Trek, in its original form, was there to talk about social issues, and
Star Trek was as woke as it got when it came out, by far.
Yeah, but they always did it by allegory.
Yes, yeah.
It was never like straight in your face, and this is possibly where the line crosses over because they're not. Okay, he's a Klingon. Yeah, they don't exist. It's not a thing that exists. They made it up. But is this one of those sort of things where they've crossed the line of the Star Trek kind of like Bible, where it's all told by allegory as opposed to
because that's the whole thing, Dung. We were never supposed to have all of this exposition stuffed down your throat in the beginning. We are supposed to learn and discover, and it's supposed to be through the story. It's completely wrong. This is not how you do it. And I would say that a lot of people are getting this wrong. You know, like when I see a new TV show and I go, oh, what's this? So I go to IMDb or whatever, you know, to figure it out. And the fucking studio says to me, a strong, independent woman. As soon as I read that, I'm like, why are you telling me? I want to discover that for myself watching it. You've already turned me off because you're making sure that I go into it knowing this instead of discovering it.
Yeah.
Right? It's wrong. And usually when they say that, it's because the character doesn't actually flesh out that way. Right? They tell you, oh, a strong, and all you get is a sarcastic asshole. Right?
Yes.
You know? Like, fuck. You know?
Yeah.
And it's the same. Like, can you imagine the movie studio putting out a thing about Arnold Schwarzenegger as the guy from The Last Action Hero, a strong, independent action hero? Can you imagine that being said about a man?
Falls in love with another strong, independent action hero.
Yeah. Just stop. Stop. Don't do that. You just tell me about the fucking movie. Stop.
Back to the Star Trek thing. I can't help thinking of poor old Sulu. It's like, you know, George Takei.
Yeah.
He was gay the entire time.
Yeah.
So where's my gay episode?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
All of this social stuff and whatnot.
I just rip down to my pants. Get greased up and swing a sword around.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, you know, I was so gay. You didn't allow it. You had to have like a rock fall in with another rock or something, and
And it's funny too, because not only would they not let him be gay, but they had to totally go, well, you got that Asian look, give him a fucking sword. You know,
but it was a rapier sword. It should have been a fucking samurai.
I know, yeah. They should have given that to Patrick Picard, or so, you know, or like. It's so stupid, man. You know, but those things we've been dealing with for years and years. We are at the point where we've got leading black actresses and leading fucking people from all over the place and yada yada blah blah blah. That's good. But you like the powers that be, the studios and stuff, stop stuffing it down our throats and just let us enjoy the goddamn property. Let us enjoy it. You know, you don't, you know, like the marketing for that Batwoman TV show was all based around the fact that she's bisexual. She's a superhero. Who fucking cares who she's fucking? The hell?
Well, everybody, by the sounds of it,
you know, and it's what ruined the show because it was all based on shit that has nothing to do with being a fucking superhero. You know?
Yeah. They have to be.
You know,
it's like a light bulb goes off in the board meetings. They go, I know. We'll make it bisexual. That will move this because I mean, let's face it. If you're talking about a superhero, how many fucking times can you tackle a superhero story without bringing something new to it? You go, oh yeah, we'll make it bisexual.
Yeah.
That will help. That will help.
Yeah.
But you know, you go back to Star Trek. So you know, let's be honest. It was just a shitty TV show. Yeah. To put it on a fucking pedestal like it's, you know, the writings of genius. It wasn't. It was slapshot. It was written by hacks. Just knock shit out, you know, to beat the schedule.
If it was actually a good show in its day, it would have completed its 5-year mission. Let's be honest here, right?
I mean, but don't let me get me wrong. It is a good show, but it's not fucking. It is just what it is, and that's what a lot of TV is. It just is what it is. You have to take it or leave it, and the fact that you have like these people on YouTube just have apoplectic fits.
Oh God!
When a show comes out and it's not fitting, their zeitgeist or whatever.
Yeah, if it doesn't fit exactly within the narrative that their brain has built for how amazing this universe is, they lose their shit to the point where they finally pull their own head out of their ass to talk about it.
Do you know what's funny? Is today I watched a review of Star Wars. It's a brand new review.
Okay,
it's coming from the YouTube channel Sunday Movies, or Mr. Sunday Movies, and it was fucking hilarious. Because it's just like it's like Star Wars. How many times do you need to watch a review of Star Wars made 49 years ago?
Never. No.
It's like you don't need another one.
Yeah.
And but this one was
or these ones where they start going, so then Luke has to go and deal with his aunt and uncle. Like, motherfucker, we've all seen it,
That's the worst kind.
Yeah.
Like when they think you're giving you information that just completely passed you by. And that was the funny thing about this video as well. It says, we're going to tell you some facts. Most of the facts you already know because they're just facts. We all know the facts. We've known them for 49 years. But they did actually come up with some like new bits of stuff that I can't remember them, but new bits I never knew about. It was kind of cool. But it just made me laugh. That was the best thing about it. It just made me laugh, and I fucking needed it.
Yeah. Like, okay, here. So Jason Jacoby in the chat says, let's shit on Doctor Who fans who hate the female doctor now. Well, I didn't dislike that chick as the doctor. I'm not a Doctor Who person, but I did watch a couple episodes just to see what the fandom were freaking out about. And all I saw was a good TV show. I didn't understand that because the Doctor has been how many different characters over time? Why the fuck did anybody care that it became a girl? Who cares?
But here's the interesting fact about Doctor Who. And as far as she was concerned, all I saw was Victoria Wood. Now, people in the UK or Pam Ayres or something like that, people in the UK will know who that is. You wouldn't know. But it is just like it was a caricature of other people. But the thing is, with the Doctor at that point, they make her a woman, a female, which has already been hinted at in previous kind of like episodes that the Doctor has been a female in the past. But then they got rid of her and they brought a new guy in. He's black and he's gay.
Okay.
It's like, okay, well, I see your woman, Doctor, and I'm going to raise you. I'm going to raise you black guy and gay.
Yeah.
So what why are you doing this?
How much
loading it on?
But how much does the sexuality of the person pertain to the show Doctor Who? Right, none.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, but it doesn't, and that's the whole thing. Like, it's been said by other people as well. When it comes to science fiction and all this stuff, and like superhero things and stuff and whatnot. Yes, there's some personal drama in the stories just to keep it more than just an action movie, right? But it's very little. Why do we have to focus on the bedroom? Why can't they have, interpersonal relations that suck with the other superheroes and stuff to pull drama from and whatnot and so on? I don't give a shit what the superheroes do when their suits are off,
Well, except on Pornhub.
Yeah. Well, that's Chun-Li, but she wasn't a superhero. She was just a fighter.
Yeah, but then they have incredible super sex.
But you know what I mean? Like if you've got a drama and you've got a gay character who's critical to the story being written, good. Probably a good movie. But I don't give a shit about the sex lives of the superheroes when my son and I just want to watch something fun.
Yeah.
You know, I think we got to get out of the bedroom a bit because nobody gave a shit who so-and-so and whatnot and this and that over the years. And now all of a sudden that's what matters. It doesn't, you know?
Well, Chris Lundy brings up an interesting character. The spin-off from Doctor Who was this Jack Harkness character. Played by a gay guy, okay. No, still, I'm not homophobic. There was no problem with that. And there was sort of like there were no sort of like gay undertones about his character. Maybe just the odd quip here and there. And it was a great character. It was a fun character. It was like a real action hero in amongst the whole Doctor universe. I think it worked really well. But then he ended up with his own spin-off show.
Okay,
and he falls in love with another guy, and there's they're kissing, and there's a bedroom scene, and there was some crude joke made in the morning about him piercing him or something like that. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay, that's a bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's like it just wasn't necessary.
Right.
And it's like, what are you trying to do here? I mean, okay, I get the idea you're trying to normalize these relationships.
Yeah.
In society,
it should be.
Like that.
It should be.
Yeah, it is kind of like normal, but it's like.
But here's the thing.
But hang on, I haven't finished yet. But I also get fucking annoyed when you just have like two heterosexual people.
That's what I was going to say. I can't stand it when you have some useless fucking just quickly get naked kissy scene and move on that does nothing for the show. Stop it.
Grunt. Yeah.
You know? Yeah, the last thing I need to see is some sweaty dude's face going, it doesn't do anything for me. You know what I mean?
That takes us back to Bridgerton, where there was an incredibly strange scene, but just sex scene. That's like, why?
Yeah, like we don't need that squeezed in just to appease. I don't know even who you're going for, but there's so many times in movies where you get this moment, and if you take it out, the movie suffers not.
Yeah,
right. Not at all. And to be honest, if I've got my autistic son who's 18, but he's also like 7 at the same time, and we're watching what's supposed to be a family movie, and we get some guy, on top of the girl, and he's lifting her shirt and going for the, we don't need that, man. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't need it at fucking all, man.
I remember that when I was a kid.
Yeah. All embarrassed because your parents they're there and you're watching this and you're like, holy, you can
feel the blood rushing to your face.
Yeah,
you just start not comfortable with this.
Yeah, and we've got the internet. It's called pornography. We don't need hints of it in our movies anymore, right? We can get the real thing anytime we want.
Well, not too sure about the real thing, but
I mean on screen.
They are actors and actresses.
Yeah.
Dick,
Now, if you've got a love story and you're telling a love story, a romantic movie and blah, blah, or whatnot, yeah, fine. I mean, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be softcore, but obviously you're going to have some kissy and blah, blah and whatnot, right? Mm-hmm. But there's no reason in the middle of a Marvel movie for me to see somebody's, and it's just get over it, man. Yeah. I just don't see the need.
I guess that's why we're not in charge of Hollywood.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I think we do, actually. You know, what the hell? It's not that difficult, right?
Oh, hey, the other thing I wanted to get to when we were talking about Hollywood. I think it's Amazon. I've just brought out a documentary about the American Revolution, and it's all AI.
What?
Yes, I had a video about it in my feed on YouTube, and I wanted to watch it, and it kept coming up. I wanted to watch it, and now it's not coming up anymore. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake! But yeah, no, there's this really odd film that they made, and it's all AI imagery, all AI generated.
I'm never, ever watching it. And don't ever anybody ask me to put it on the server. Not happening.
Yeah, it's kind of scary that they're taking that. I mean, it's kind of like brave of them, you know. Okay, we're just gonna take that leap.
Yeah.
We'll I don't know how much it costs them to make. Be interesting to see how much it costs them to make.
Well, how many tokens it costs to make?
But yeah, so you know, we're just gonna make an AI film. Do people end up watching it?
Wow.
It turns out plenty of people watch it. So we'll just go on with that kind of like route. And let's just remember what we were talking about, the state of AI video a year ago.
Yeah.
And it was quite, you know, it's quite shockingly amazing.
Now
It's incredible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Remember, it was only
a couple of years' time, would just be like, I don't know.
Yeah, Dunk, it wasn't that long ago where we were looking at AI videos and it was like, oh, that would be great if the person had 5 fingers and stuff and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
You know, that is so far gone now, it's not funny.
Yeah. I mean, there's some amazing AI videos out there of people, basically a guy walks around on set.
Yeah.
And just goes through different sets, and he's hanging out with the actors.
Yeah.
And they're photorealistic.
Yeah.
There's all these new stuff. I mean, Star Wars kind of like AI generated videos, and the Mark Hamill stuff. It just looks fucking amazing. It looks like him. I mean, obviously you have issues of the voice and things like that, but yeah, these things look fucking amazing.
Yeah, I hate it.
I know you hate. I know you hate it. But that's not the point, is it? It's like
everyone should hate it though, because it ain't fucking real. Now, in saying that, I know that I just pulled hypocrite because we've got Art by the AI Alchemist, who's usually in our chats. And, you know, while we're live, he'd be throwing me AI images of Trump and stuff that we pull up on the show and everybody has a giggle and whatnot. But we're not using that as the content itself. It's a gag within the content. And I do believe there's a serious difference there.
Yeah, but the thing is, the other way you look at it, we've been used to fake TV for years. Okay, it's filmed with people, you know, like like sexy celebrities on a beach somewhere, or
they're never celebrities. They just wish they were.
Yeah. They're celebrities because they're now in the show. You know, it's like moonshiners catching, you know, people doing moonshine. You know, all these things are fucking fake to fuck already. Yeah. It just so happens they're filming humans.
Yeah, exactly. What's the difference, right?
Yeah, so you can get to a point where you can just like generate all that.
Well, this is the thing that scares the shit out of me, Dunk, is the fact that you and I, as entertainment people, and so many others out there watching us and listening right now and stuff, agree. But the average fucking dickhead who just gets their little clips on TikTok and whatnot is consuming this AI garbage the same way they did any other content before, and they don't fucking care.
Yeah. I mean, I see some AI videos. I see a lot of it come through on Facebook, and to be honest with you, and I watch some of them because you go, wow, that's cool. Look at the, it's just amazing imagery. And it is concerning how that's going to develop over the next. Even just like funny dog videos. You can see them. You go, oh, that's fucking fake as fuck. But it made me giggle.
Really?
It made me laugh.
I refuse. I'm shocked. You're somebody who makes money in the industry, and you're consuming this shit. Really?
Well, I might not. I might not be making money in the future.
That's what I'm saying. You shouldn't be encouraging this shit.
Well, you know, I can't help it. It just made me, makes me giggle.
God, I just the other day, Dunk, I was watching some YouTube channel, and they were doing a thing about a car, like a thing from years ago, like, you know, me and cars, right? You know, and then I heard the narrator mispronounce a famous name.
Yes.
And
that's the big spot.
Exactly. And they did it again, and they did it again. So then I was like, wait a minute, channel, what the fuck's going on here? And that channel had only been around for about 9 to 12 months, whatever it was. You know what I mean? It was within the year. Mm-hmm. And they've already jumped to like 140,000 subs on AI generated garbage. So after I caught the audio being wrong because of the name, I started looking more closely at the content and started noticing like shadows weren't quite matching up in a few things. The whole goddamn video was AI scripted, AI done, and was making that person some proper cash.
Yeah. We should jump on that bandwagon.
I won't be able to sleep at night. I cannot do that. I'm not doing that. You know?
I wish I knew how. I mean, also the other thing is a lot of these channels. You look at their you go to their videos, and they're like cranking out one a day.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can do that when you use AI. Whereas when you were being like, you know, one of those people who to do a real video of that quality needed help and stuff to get one out a week. Now you can just pull one out of your fucking rectum. You know, I don't want that content. I despise it.
Yeah, you do. But there's plenty of people who are, like you say, lots of, that channel's got lots of subs.
But I think a lot of people don't even realize they're consuming AI content. Right? And a lot of people in that group, so you got a decent chunk of subs, watchers who don't realize it's AI. But within that, you got 50% who couldn't give a fuck either way.
Well, that's the other thing I was going to say is that some people just don't care.
Yeah. And to me,
they're being entertained.
Yeah, but those people are the ones that are killing entertainment because they won't be entertained for long. When AI takes over the entertainment sphere, the quality just keep going down and down and down. Just the way, writing, I find in a lot of movies and content these days has gone down and down, like forced conflict where all of a sudden two characters that liked each other are mad at each other for the dumbest fucking reason and stuff like that. It's mind numbing.
Well, like the, like I was talking about earlier, like the reality TV shows that are just like diabolical and just shite.
I hate them all.
Yeah. You hate them. I hate them. But there's also quality programming that comes on the TV. Do you think we might just end up with all the reality stuff is just being filled by the AI verse, and those people are happy just watching that shit, and then there'll be more discerning people who watch, the decent stuff.
Is that possible?
Are we just going to end up with like a split in society?
Right, but is the split possible, or will the almighty dollar just say, "Well, fuck the real stuff because this bullshit AI stuff is making us money. Just stuff that down their throats." Right?
Yeah, but there might be. You just end up people stop not watching.
Yeah, but
They'll go to the theater instead.
oh yeah. But people won't stop watching. People will watch the best of what they're given, at least in their own minds, the best. Right?
They'll watch the best AI.
Yeah. So it's awful. It's awful.
Yeah, very disconcerting.
I really hope that everybody watching us, listening right now, following along and stuff, vote with your wallets. Do not accept AI content as a paid content in any form. If you know it's AI content and it's on YouTube and it gets interrupted by an ad, click don't recommend channel. Don't give these guys or these people huge paychecks for just sitting there fucking around doing nothing and contributing nothing, right?
I saw an interesting thing about Firefox.
They're doing the thingy.
They're doing a filter. To take out any AI stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to work, but interesting.
It's going to be a tough fight. And Firefox and Chrome and Google services don't get along the best. So it's already a nightmare, right? Which sucks, right? Because,
we're living in a fucking nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
AI entertainment is the least of our problems.
People, please make educated decisions. When you catch AI content on YouTube and it's being delivered to you like those little documentary things, there's another channel out there who did it properly. Go watch that one. Because
I always open up if I see a video that comes up, I always open up in another tab, so I can watch the video, and as soon as you go say I.
Yeah.
So I can go back to the original that gave me the link to that, and then click on the little 3 dots, say don't recommend channel, and that's it.
Yeah. Very much. And there's one more thing I want to say when it comes to YouTube. Stop watching these goddamn fucking top 10 things, especially when it's based on TV shows and movies, like top 10 things you didn't know about blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
Go to fucking IMDb and read the fucking little blurbs that talk about the show, because all they're doing is taking 10 of those and delivering it to you. Stop watching that shit.
I do love seeing those, and just for a laugh, because half the time
I know every one of them.
They also gather video footage and imagery through AI as well. And then they'll put a completely different film up in the middle.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. It's so bad. It's so bad. Stop watching those videos. They permeate YouTube and the social media sphere, and they bring you nothing. You nothing. You can learn everything in one of those videos in 30 seconds. Stop watching it. Don't let these people proliferate through our feeds.
Yeah, so we should thank our sponsors tonight, ChatGPT and Grok.
Don't you ever say that again. The only thing I would take from Elon Musk is a piece of his ass because he was too drunk to stop me.
I'll tell you what, I'll take 600 billion.
Fuck that fucking fuck. So here, let's give a big shout out to the team here. We got Mexi Girl, Shayna Caldwell, BJ CNET, of course. We got Jose, Chris Lundy, David Worley, and we're gonna probably what?
And us.
Oh well, yeah, and that guy and this guy.
I'm not AI, you know.
Actually, you're close.
Damn it.
Well, he may be artificial, but definitely there's not a lot of intelligence there. So I think we're okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Let's leave our wonderful viewers with good consumer advice. We haven't done that in a while.
Well, which wonderful viewer? Which one?
Let's pick Johnny C.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. So Johnny C, let's leave you with some good consumer advice. You've got to make sure that you winterize your boat. Otherwise, the water could freeze and all hell could break loose. So if you want to be Johnny on the sea, take care of that boat.
But the water on the inside or the outside?
Maybe smack dab in the middle.
Because I think that's how boats work.
So let's see here. If you're walking down the street one day and somebody, taps you on the shoulder and says, "Excuse me, but would you like to buy a map of your neighborhood?" Buy it from them, take 3 steps back, and make sure that you're safe in your environment, because you never know. Those map salesmen, they get a little weird now and then. Just a public service warning.
And watch out for those homeless people who say, $1 for an ex-AI programmer.
That's what Jesus said, so.
Half a denarii for my entire life story.
Well, there's no pleasing some people, is there? So grab yourself another beer, sit down, click like, click subscribe, click share it out on social media, and then rewatch the episode, because I'm sure there's some nuance that you didn't quite catch.
Yeah, there's loads of bits you missed. It's all in the subtext.
Put your mother to bed and rewatch the show, all right? We'll see you soon.
Night, stay chilly.
Stay chilly indeed, and not chilly, but chilly.
You always have the last word.